Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Study Break podcast. My name is Patrick, and I'm here together with
Aris?
and our beautiful right now cameraman Hugo. So, welcome. Today we are going to introduce ourselves first and foremost, and then introduce the purpose of this podcast. So let's start off. Aris, where are you from? What do you study?
So, it's a little bit of a mix. I'm coming from Greece. I was growing up there. My parents are from Albania, so you could say that I'm half Greek, half Albanian. Then I moved to study in the UK for like 6 years. I was living there. And now I'm here in Sweden studying strategic entrepreneurship, the 2-year master's.
What did you
And you should
study? What did you study before you came here?
Business and management, as everyone. It was an easiest option. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, my name is Patrick. I'm here from Sweden, from the beautiful city of Borås, which is really the capital of Sweden, for those who didn't know. And also, I used to live in Borås, but then I moved here 3.5 years ago. I did my bachelor marketing management here, and now I am doing the strategic entrepreneurship together with Aris. We've also got Hugo with us, and he also studies with us. You will get to know him a little bit better in the next episode. Aris, explain what you think this Study Break podcast is going to be about and what the purpose is. What do we want to tell our listeners?
I mean, the main reason why we said to do it is because it was like a part of an assignment. But I don't think that this is relative to you, and you don't give a fuck about this.
Aris
The
doesn't-
real reason why we do this is, for me, I think it's a nice opportunity for students to listen a podcast about like student life that talks about their actual life. It's from students to students. It's like problems that a lot of them they see every day, and we also see every day. And it's like you're listening like a bunch of students like us, that we are the same as them, like talking about this, like giving our opinion, which a lot of times is gonna be wrong, a lot of times it's gonna be correct. But it doesn't matter because no one is like professional here. I don't even know how to do a podcast. I'm just talking. I'm pretty sure a lot of the things that I say they're bullshit. But still, I'm giving you my thoughts. So I think it's a nice thing for students to listen to.
So I think to some degree it might be for people who are not even studying, who's curious about our lives. It's also definitely for people at our university to listen to and maybe get different perspective, but also laugh about funny things that we're all experiencing here. But yeah, most of all, I think anyone who's listening, even if you're not a student, I hope you're gonna find it fun. Either way, I think hopefully we'll say some smart stuff. We might say some stupid shit too.
Yep. Most of the time.
Most of the time, to be honest, reiterate, like this is not an academic podcast on how to make it through university. Honestly, following our advice is probably gonna make university harder for anybody, or like life harder in general, to be honest. Now, Aris, what do you like most about studying at Jönköping University?
You mean this particular university? I would say that it's really, really international. Like you can meet people from all over the world. Like I have like friends from way like too many different countries, and it's like really nice to meet like different people, different cultures, get to know them. So this is a really good thing in Jönköping that I didn't expect to see it here. I like Akka too. A nice thing to do on Wednesday. That's it. I don't think I can find more things to say about Jönköping, but yeah,
Honestly,
I'm enjoying it here.
I was expecting you to say, "Oh, I get to meet you guys to create this wonderful podcast."
Yeah, that was
back to your back to your deliberation. You said Aka and international.
Yes. It's a good mix, right?
Yeah, okay, so for those who don't know, some of you might be students at the university listening right now. So Aka is the Akademin. It's the student club. Tell me about it, Aris.
Well, I think you're the Swedish one, but I can explain like to our listener about Aka. So every Wednesday is like the student night here in the university, and all of us were wearing our ove, which is like different colors. It's like pants that we earn during our like initiation week, the kickoff week, and we go to this nightclub. I could say nightclub that is sponsored by the university. I don't know how exactly it works, but anyway, all the students that go there, and it has like 3 different floors. I guess so, right? With different music. I don't know. I'm usually too drunk. I don't remember a lot of stuff. Cheap alcohol compared to the prices in Sweden. Nice people, student, because it's only like only students are allowed there. And it's a nice night out in Sweden. Maybe the best, I would say, in Jönköping for me.
To be honest, I have been studying in this city for 3.5 years, and I still don't know who owns the nightclub. I have no idea how it works. And yeah, I would classify it as a nightclub. I don't think there's any other way to classify
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
right? How often are you at Aka, would you say?
I used to go a lot in the first semester. I used to like no miss a single Wednesday. Maybe I missed like 1 or 2 just because I was in the city. Like even the kickoff week, I was every fucking Wednesday. But the second semester is a little bit harder because like we're doing a master's degree now. It's getting a little bit harder. Our teacher, especially if you're looking at this, too many assignments. So I can't go.
We're gonna bleep the name.
Like there is one this week. So yeah, in this one I'm not gonna go, for example. I guess I'm saying. Let's see.
Okay, so next podcast episode, I'm gonna give you an update, and I'm gonna tell you about Aris night out, which is 100% going to happen.
That was a clown move from me. Assuming that I'm not going.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like Aka is it's a nice place. As I said, I've been a student here for 3.5 years, and I still go there way more regularly than I should be. How do you manage to have time to go clubbing every Wednesday? Is it?
No, this is actually something nice because I think like a lot of students like me, probably you suffer with the same problem, right? Like we don't have time. We have so many things to do, right? We have like uni work, we have our personal lives, exercising for you. I do never exercise, you can see. Some of you work. I'm trying to find a job. It's impossible to do it in Sweden. So I think like still, even though you have a lot of stuff, like if you plan everything together and you have a schedule, you can still find some time, right? Like you can always sacrifice some things during the week and work on stuff like university or stuff like work related issues that you can get them away early in the week and then you can do more stuff, or you can also do them during the weekend. People are just lazy sometimes. like me, I'm not gonna lie, I'm lazy too.
Now let's go back to what you said before too. You like the international atmosphere here.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a place that is more international than Jönköping University?
Actually, my university in the UK, it was pretty international. I don't know if you know the city of Bradford, probably the worst city in the UK, with like really high crime rates and stuff. Yeah, a nice, lovely city. But the university was really good and it was really international. Like for real, I met people from all over the world, like every fucking continent. I knew somewhere. So I would say it's like similar environment, but the only difference is that back in my university, I just met those people because I was trying to socialize. I was trying to meet people. I was trying to go out and stuff. We didn't have that many events. We didn't have like that many events that the university push you to be together with other students and meet them. Here is different. Like for real, when I first came here, I didn't even try to make friends. I didn't even care. But like we had so many stuff that like even if you don't want, you meet people. You know what I mean? If it makes sense, like you don't need to try.
What do you mean by didn't try to make friends?
No,
Like,
okay,
were you planning to spend your 2 years here just sitting alone in a corner?
no. It sounds weird, but I mean, like, I knew that at one point I'm gonna meet people, so I didn't even like put more effort. This is what I mean.
Yeah, it was
You
fair.
know, like I wasn't like trying that hard. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go on my degree, blah blah blah. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna meet some people eventually. But directly we start with the kickoff week, which is so nice, and it gives like everyone, it gets everyone like together. It pushes you to meet people. You know, even if you're like an introvert, you cannot escape. I'm sorry, like you have to meet someone
If you participate in the kickoff.
if you participate in the kickoff. If you don't
That's
participate in the kickoff, you still have more opportunities.
Would you say the kickoff was the highlight of your time in Sweden so far?
Probably yes. I don't know if I should say highlight because it has been a pretty nice year, even though it hasn't been a year yet. But yeah, it's one of the best for real. It was like a really fucking amazing moment.
Once again, I was hoping you would say no. When I met Hugo and Patrick, that was the highlight.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, I remember when was the first time I met you guys during the class.
For real?
Yeah.
Fuck. Which class was? What did we have in the beginning? We had like a introduction, right? Where we just came for like they presented the program, right? But we didn't talk that time.
No, we didn't talk, but I remember like I saw you guys, and then later we talked. First I met you, and then it was Hugo. You know, because I thought like Hugo was one of those like typical cold Swedes that they don't like to talk. But then I realized that he's cool.
We're not gonna shit talk Hugo while he's not able to answer.
Okay, let me rephrase this. Hugo was one of the best people that I first met here. Such a lovely guy. You're gonna see him in the next episode. 2 meters Viking, blue eyes, blonde.
It's impressive.
It's impressive.
When you describe it like that, I get a little bit horny. That's gonna get bleeped out 100%. That's
We keep it. Everything is
that is
live, by the
getting
way.
bleeped out. What's something interesting you want the listeners to know about you, Aris?
I don't have a lot of interesting facts, I would say, but like, you know what I'm gonna talk about. There's one thing about me that like, it's like an unpopular opinion, I would say. I fucking hate sparkling water. I don't know how you guys here in Sweden, in Germany too, because they do the same, and I don't know where else you fucking drink sparkling water. It's fucking disgusting. It's water with bubbles. Drink fucking normal water.
Okay, so
This is one thing that I want people to know. I also know what, like, I want also people to know
that
one
was
more
the
thing.
most important thing. That was the most important thing you want people to know about you. Okay.
I'm currently searching for a job here in Jönköping. So if someone knows anyone, guys, please.
What can you do? Talk on a podcast.
Apparently not, as you can say. I can clean, work. I can do everything. I don't care. I can do everything. I used to work on a kitchen. I can flip burgers. I'm really good at this.
You can be my personal chef.
Okay. How much do you pay?
Not a lot in money, but a lot in love and care.
I think I would pass.
Okay, apart from not finding work, what's another thing you don't like about Sweden or studying here in general?
Oh, I can fucking start listing things.
Systembolaget.
Let's not just bring this as a topic for another. This has to be like a whole podcast about this. But anyway, fucking food is disgusting. Like, come on, you don't have like a proper like this in the Swedish cuisine.
Have you had meatballs at IKEA?
Yeah, that's the only decent thing. We're just gonna cut all of this anyway.
Yeah, all of it. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna just cut out Aris' face out of the podcast too while we're at it. And we're just gonna add Joe Rogan instead.
Oh, fuck Joe Rogan. I'm better than Joe Rogan.
Man, we're on podcast episode 1. You can't start beef with Joe Rogan on podcast episode 1.
Joe Rogan. Let's go 1v1. 3 rounds in the fucking cage. Let's see who's gonna win.
If we actually if he actually said, "Okay, all right, let's do it," would you say yes?
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
Yeah. Bro, like, it's a win-win situation. I beat him. I'm fucking famous, I get a lot of money. He beats me. I'm still fucking famous, I earn a lot of money. It's a fucking win-win situation, like whatever is gonna happen.
And I think this is a perfect segue into the next segment of our podcast. Aris is a genius when it comes to financial tips. Genuinely, over the last couple of months I've known him, he's given me a lot of financial tips. Most of them are related to gambling. But what's your genuinely best tip for students for either saving or earning money?
Even though I'm totally broke every week. But let's go. What we have this week? This week I think we're gonna talk about, well, we start talking about food here before, so maybe I can continue with this. Learn how to fucking cook. Don't spend your money. I mean, like, obviously sometimes you're gonna have like some fast food. You're gonna go in a restaurant with your friends, with your like girlfriend, boyfriend, blah blah. I don't know how it is actually. I never went with a girl in a restaurant. But okay, yeah. So sometimes you're gonna eat outside, but like not every fucking day. I have people that they don't know how to cook. They just eat every day like ready food. Just
Mention names. Call them out.
fucking Ricardo, fucking idiot. Bro, you just go buy like frozen vegetables and you eat them with like, anyway, he always fucking eats outside. Jordi the same. Sometimes he just cook like the ready burgers. Just buy some fucking ground beef and cook it, man. It's not that hard. It's not that fucking hard. Buy an onion, slice the onion, pop. Fry the onion, throw the beef, some tomato, boom. Ready. You have fucking beef, how the fuck do you call this? Like
Stew?
yeah, like a ragu thing. And you add it with your pasta. It's so easy.
I really hope somebody who listens to this follows that recipe and then just sends us a fucking picture of how it turns out.
No, but okay, this is like a really simple, really simple way to do it. I'm not gonna tell you like step by step, but like, no, for real, like, I will give you like one recipe that is really easy and I used to do it. Like when I was back in England, I was broke as fuck, like the same now, but it was even worse. So what I used to do, buy a lot of fucking tomatoes. Buy a lot of fucking tomatoes. You have listened
And that's
about
the
this.
end of the tip. You just buy a lot of fucking tomatoes. You eat them for breakfast.
Thank you for the
lunch,
first
dinner.
episode. You buy those tomatoes, right? First, you boil them. You cut them like a fucking cross on the side. You boil them. You put them on cold water immediately so the skin goes out. You pop, and peel them. You grate them. Or in the blender or whatever you want. You add some some sugar, some salt, some pepper, some basil, basic stuff that everyone has in the kitchen. Boil this for a little bit. Boom, you have a fucking tomato sauce. Get a fucking pasta. Add your water, boil your water, put your pasta. Boom, pasta with fucking salsa. If you want, add some fucking bacon to it. It's cheap as fuck.
I'm not gonna lie. It felt like there was a lot of instructions for just making tomato sauce. And like buying pre-made tomato sauce isn't that expensive.
No.
Like
It's
if
too
you just
expensive.
buy tomato sauce, cut the time in half.
Yeah, but you know what?
Also, wait, tomato sauce with pasta and bacon, is that a dish?
It doesn't need to be a fucking dish, bro. It's something to eat. It's like, yeah, why not? It fucking works. It doesn't need to be the crazy pasta that you see in the fucking MasterChef.
Okay,
Yeah.
so look, food cooking tip from Patrick, just eat bread, drink water.
bread, taking water.
Then you save even more money. Like that's if you don't need a good dish, then you might just do bread and water.
And then you get drunk easily.
We're gonna edit that
Okay,
into a 10-minute edit, and it's just gonna be Ari screaming the entire end of the episode. Oh, it's gonna be funny. Nah, so this is our first episode. We're still figuring things out. But I do think Ari screaming should be a reoccurring segment.
Maybe we add it in that second one.
Like, can you guys who've seen this scream, can you just comment if it was like nice audio wise? Like, did you like it? Did you get turned on by it? Did you do you find it to be a productive way to end an episode?
I usually talk loud, so you're gonna hear me screaming at the university for some point.
Yeah, like that's kind of what it is to study with Aris. Like every other day, like you'll hear a scream from the bottom floor, and it's just Aris being Aris.
Probably I lost a bet. Maybe my team lost. Maybe I don't know, my food was cold.
No, so this has been the pilot episode of the Study Break podcast.
I hope you enjoyed.
What do you think? Should they send in options for us to use for the next episode, maybe?
Yeah, I think like if you guys manage to listen the whole podcast and you still want to stay tuned and listen to the next one, probably means that you're fucking. But anyway, if you want to listen to the next one, then send us some suggestions about topics that you want to listen or stuff that you want us to do, and I don't know. Like we want to make it interactive. We want to interact with all of you. As we said, it's one for the students. So just leave some recommendations, and we're gonna take them into consideration.
Thank you for listening to us during your study break. We think that you should now go back to studying. And also, Aris has a message for you guys.
Remember, do I point on the camera? Sure. Remember, guys, stay loyal.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that part in, but I'm gonna bleep everything.
maybe we can do the same one night. I mean, like getting drunk, and then after Aka, we record one.
Yeah, should we do our podcast after Aka instead?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm probably gonna be like a zombie.
Okay, so one episode we're gonna try that.
Yeah. By the way, it's live. Everything is live. We're not gonna edit anything. Whatever I'm saying now is not gonna be cut.